everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Pathfinders Academy. I'm Mehul and continuing with the current affairs MCQ series for the upcoming CDS, AFCAT and IB examinations. So let's begin. Before we go ahead, I would like to remind you all that we have launched a batch on Unacademy for the upcoming CAPF Assistant Commandant examination. In this course, Dr. Prashant Manohar, ex-Assistant Commandant of the CISF, Ms. Divya Gupta, ex-Assistant Commandant of the CRPF, along with their team will be conducting lectures. And on using the code PrashantYT10, you guys can avail a special discount of 10%. Similarly, we have also launched a batch for the upcoming ACIO examination, in which Mr. Sanjay Kumar, former IB ACIO and Indian Army, along with Dr. Prashant Jagtap and Ms. Divya Gupta and their team will be conducting lectures. And again, on using the code PrashantYT10, you can avail a special discount. So let's begin. Molim National Park is located in which state? And the answer is Goa. Where is the headquarters of Ordnance Factory Board located? The answer is Kolkata. Ordnance Factories is the oldest and largest industrial setup under the Department of Defence Productions of the Ministry of Defence. There are 41 ordnance factories under the aegis of the corporate headquarters based in Kolkata, West Bengal. Gorumara National Park is located in which state? And the answer is West Bengal. Who has launched the Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization recently? And the answer is Shri Rajnath Singh. Rajnath Singh, Union Defence Minister, launched the Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization through an online webinar. The NIIO establishes dedicated structures to enable end users to interact with academia and industry towards fostering innovation and indigenization for self-reliance in defense and in accordance with the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Swavalamban, a compendium of Indian Navy's indigenization perspective plans, was also released on this occasion. The National Health Authority approved the proposal to integrate the health schemes of the central ministries with AB-PMJAY, that is Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Who is the current CEO of AB-PMJAY? And the answer is Dr. Indu Bhushan. The governing body of National Health Authority approved the proposal to integrate the existing health schemes of the central ministries under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana for employees during the governing board's review meeting on the implementation of AB-PMJAY chaired by Dr. Harshvardhan, Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare. Dr. Indu Bhushan is the CEO of AB-PMJAY. Dr. Indu Bhushan is an ex-IAS officer of the 83 batch Rajasthan cadre. The Energy and Resources Institute TERI is in association with National Disaster Management Authority, the NDMA, launched flood early warning system in which city in August 2020? And the answer is Guwahati. Flood early warning system, fully automated web-based tool, was launched by the Energy and Resources Institute in association with National Disaster Management Authority in Guwahati, Assam. Objective: FEWS tool will alert the local authorities to predict flash floods and heavy rainfall in Guwahati, Assam. It will help the authorities to take timely and appropriate measures during natural disasters. The Flood Early Warning System project was developed under the Energy and Resources Institute's project supported by the National Disaster Management Authority in collaboration with Indian Meteorological Department and the Assam State Disaster Management Authority. The Nag missile carrier, also known as Namika, was developed by which company in association with Hyderabad-based Defence Research Development Laboratory? And the answer is Ordnance Factory, Medak. Namika, developed by Ordnance Factory Medak, the OFMK, based in Telangana, in association with Defence Research and Development Laboratory, Hyderabad, also based in Telangana, in an act as an import substitution of rupees 260 crore in the first phase, which may go up to more than 3000 crore. The scientists from Indian Institute of Astrophysics discovered a helium-enhanced cool bright star among Omega Centauri recently. Where is IIA located? And the answer is Bengaluru. Indian scientists from the IIA Bengaluru, an autonomous institute under the Department of Science and Technology, discovered a helium-enhanced cool bright star among metal-rich samples of the globular cluster Omega Centauri. This is the first ever spectroscopic determination of He or helium abundance in the Omega Centauri. The study was published in the Astrophysical Journal. The Asola Bhati Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which state or union territory? And the answer is Delhi. Gangotri National Park is located in which state? The answer is Uttarakhand. Woolly flying squirrel that was thought to be extinct some 70 years back was spotted at Gangotri National Park in Uttarakhand's Uttarkashi, as informed by the Forest Research Institute. Where is the headquarters of International Astronomical Union located? And the answer is Paris. The headquarters of International Astronomical Union located at Paris, France. As per the data collected by NASA's Dawn spacecraft, dwarf planet Ceres reportedly has salty water underground. Dawn, started in 2007, was a mission to the two most massive bodies in the main asteroid belt. The bodies were Vesta and Ceres. According to the International Astronomical Union, which sets definition for planetary science, a dwarf planet is a celestial body that orbits the Sun, has enough mass to assume a nearly round shape, has not cleared the neighborhood around its orbit, and is not a moon. The first recognized dwarf planets are Ceres, Pluto, Eris, and Huame. The Atal Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog, in collaboration with which organization, has launched the ATL AI setup model for school students? The answer is National Association of Software and Services Companies, the NASSCOM. National Institution for Transforming India, that is NITI Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission, in collaboration with National Association of Software and Services Companies, has launched Atal Tinkering Lab, the ATL, Artificial Intelligence Step-Up Module. Through ATL AI modules for school students to empower youngest minds and drive innovations in the country to the next level. Mukti Caravan is the campaign of which foundation? And the answer is Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation. A campaign against child trafficking was launched in Bihar by the foundation of child rights activist and Nobel laureate Mr. Kailash Satyarthi. The foundation claimed that the state was among the worst affected by the migrant crisis when lockdown was first announced. Mukti Caravan, a campaign which has been running in various parts of the country for many years, was launched digitally in Bihar over a webinar hosted by Kailash Satyarthi's Children's Foundation, the KSCF. Which institute, along with ISRO, developed a sustainable process for making brick-like structures named space bricks on the surface of Moon? And the answer is Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. A team of researchers from IISc Bengaluru and Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, developed a sustainable process for making brick-like structures named space bricks on the surface of the Moon. The process uses the lunar soil, bacteria, and guava beans to make the space brick. The process uses the urea sourced from human urine and lunar soil as the raw materials for the construction on the lunar surface, which reduces overall expenditure. Name the indigenization portal of Department of Defense Production, which was launched by Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh recently. And the answer is Srijan. On the final day of Atmanirbhar Week celebration between August 7th and 14th, 2020 of the Ministry of Defense, and to boost Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, Union Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh virtually launched Department of Defense Production portal Srijan as a part of opportunities for Make in India and Defense. This portal provides information about defense equipment and items which are being imported currently or are going to be imported by the defense public sector's undertakings, Ordnance Factory Board, service headquarters, so that they can be taken up for indigenization by Indian companies that can design, develop and manufacture as per their capability or through joint venture with original equipment manufacturers, the OEMs. Sarkhez Roja Monument, which was in news recently, is located in which state or union territory? And the answer is Gujarat. In a development that came as a surprise for many local history aficionados and philanthropists, the historic Sarkhez Roja Monument, based in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, found a place in the 5-stamp set released by India Post on the occasion of 74th Independence Day. The set themed UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India 3. Also has the Church of Bom Jesus in Goa, monuments at Pattadakal, Javeri Temple at Khajuraho and Qutub Minar. Where is the headquarters of the European Union located at? And the answer is Brussels, Belgium. The Indian Railways is constructing world's largest pier bridge across Ijai River in which state or union territory? And the answer is Manipur. As a part of a 111-kilometer long Jirubam Tupul Imphal line project, Indian Railways North-East Frontier Railway Zone is constructing the world's tallest pier bridge, having the height of 141 meters across the river Ijai in Manipur, with an outlay of Rs 280 crores. After completion, it will surpass the existing height record of 139 of the Mala Rijeka Viaduct in Montenegro. The 703 meters long bridge is located at the hilly terrain of Marashing village in None district, about 65 kilometers west of Imphal, Manipur. The project will be completed in March 2022. The astronomers at which institute have found a baby galaxy called the SPT 0418-47 through ALMA satellite, the ALMA telescope recently? And the answer is Max Planck Institute of Astrophysics. The astronomers at the Max Planck Institute of Astrophysics found a baby galaxy called ASPT 041847, a lookalike of the Milky Way galaxy, at 12 billion light years away using the Atacama Large Millimeter or Submillimeter Array Telescope. Name the person who wrote the book titled Full Spectrum, India's Wars 1972 to 2020. And the answer is Arjun Subramaniam. Retired Air Vice Marshal Arjun Subramaniam has authored a new book titled Full Spectrum, India's Wars 1972 to 2020. The book portrays the comprehensive account of war and conflict in contemporary India over the past 5 decades next month. It will be published by HarperCollins Publishers India Private Limited. It is a sequel to his first book, India's Wars, a Military History, 1947 to 1971. The organization which has partnered with Sports Authority of India and jointly launched e-Pathshala, a web portal. And the answer is All India Football Federation, the AIFF. On 15th August 2020, on the occasion of the 74th Independence Day, the All India Football Federation and the Sports Authority of India jointly launched e-Pathshala, a web portal to recognize creativity of children and to develop their interest in football. Blue Ray Marine Park, which was in news recently, is located in which country? And the answer is Mauritius. A Japanese bulk carrier ship, MV Wakashio, which was carrying fuel oil, has split into 2 parts near the Blue Ray Marine Park in southeast Mauritius. The ship was already leaking and has caused an oil spill of over 1,000 tons in the Indian Ocean. The vessel has broken near Point Desny in Mauritius, and the area has many environmentally sensitive zones. Under which article of Constitution the President of India gave his nod for renaming Ministry of Human Resource Development to Ministry of Education? The answer is Article 77. In exercise of the powers conferred by Clause 3 of Article 77 of the Constitution of India, President Rajnath Kovind amended the Government of India Allocation of Business Rules 1961 by Government of India Allocation of Business 356 Amendment Rules 2020, thereby changing the name of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, the MHRD, as Ministry of Education, the MOE. The renaming of ministry was among the key recommendations of the draft New Education Policy, which was also cleared by the Union Cabinet in July 2020. Name the e-newsletter of Health and Nutrition which was released by Tribal Affairs Ministry. The answer is Alek. Union Minister of Tribal Affairs Shri Arjun Munda inaugurated the first of its kind e-portal Swasthya, a tribal health and nutrition portal, and the Ministry of Tribal Affairs also launched an e-newsletter on health and nutrition named Alek, and opening of National Overseas Portal and National Travel Fellowship portal. Renuka Singh Saruta, Minister of State for Tribal Affairs, released Alekh, the quarterly e-newspaper. Which two countries have agreed the historic peace agreement named Abraham Accord? The answer is Israel and United Arab Emirates. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the United States Emirates, have agreed for the Israel-United Arab Emirates Peace Agreement, or the Abraham Accords, to establish full diplomatic ties. In this regard, Israel will halt further annexation of Palestinian lands. This announcement was made by the former US President Donald J. Trump, who acted as a mediator in this agreement. With this, the UAE became the first Gulf Arab state and only the third Arab nation after Egypt and Jordan to have active diplomatic ties to Israel. The Death Valley National Park, which was in news recently, is located in which country? The answer is United States. Death Valley National Park registered a temperature of 54.4 degrees Celsius, which once verified could be the highest temperature in more than a century. The temperature was recorded at the USA National Weather Service's automated weather station at Furnace Creek on 16th August 2020. The Death Valley in southeastern California is the lowest point in the North American continent and is a national park. It is also the hottest and the driest part of the continent. According to World Meteorological Organization, the WMO, Death Valley's all-time record high is 56.7 degrees Celsius, taken on 10th January 1913 at Greenland Ranch. Fermi Space Telescope is the telescope operated by which space agency? The answer is National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the NASA. An international team of researchers using data from the Arecibo Observatory and Fermi Space Telescope have discovered what they called a gamma ray heartbeat coming from a cosmic gas cloud. The cloud is in constellation Aquila and beats in rhythm with a black hole 100 light years away in a microquasar system known as the SS433. The results were published in the journal Nature Astronomy. Fermi Gamma Space Telescope is operated by NASA. Which state or union territories police have signed a memorandum of understanding with All India Institute of Ayurveda for Dhanvantri Rath? The answer is Delhi Police. A memorandum of understanding was signed between All India Institute of Ayurveda and Delhi Police for extending Ayurvedic mode of preventive and promotive health services in the residential colonies of the Delhi Police through mobile units named Dhanvantri Rath. Ayuraksha is a joint venture of AIIA and Delhi Police for maintaining the health of Delhi Police personnel who serve as frontline workers during COVID-19 through Ayurveda immunity boosting measures. Name the sports federation which signed an MOU with International Professional Scouting Organization to conduct scout workshops throughout India. The answer is All India Football Federation, the AIFF. All India Football Federation signed a memorandum of understanding with International Professional Scouting Organization, the IPSO, to conduct online scouting workshops throughout India. Luis Vidalfo Abinadar has been sworn in as the 54th President of Dominican Republic recently. What is the currency of Dominican Republic? The answer is peso, Dominican peso. Luis Rodolfo Abinadar has been sworn in as the 54th President of Dominican Republic. Abinadar is a businessman who has never held any other elected office. He succeeds Danilo Medina of Liberation Party. The capital and currency of Dominican Republic are Santo Domingo and Dominican peso respectively. Ashok Lavasa has resigned from the post of Election Commissioner of India recently. Who is the present Chief Election Commissioner of India? The answer is Mr. Sunil Arora. Ashok Lavasa, one of the two election commissioners of India, resigned from his post in order to take charge as the Vice President of Asian Development Bank next month. The current Chief Election Commissioner is Sri Sunil Arora. Ibrahim Boubacar Keita has resigned from the post of President of which country recently? The answer is Mali. Malian President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita announced his resignation with immediate effect following a military mutiny in the Republic of Mali. Currently, acting President Colonel Badow is leading the country. This is Mr. Boubacar Keita and Colonel Dow. Who has been awarded the Star 2020 e-citation certificate by World Book of Records, London? The answer is Mr. Ganesh Vilas Lengare. Solapur, Maharashtra-based activist Ganesh Vilas Lengare has been awarded Star 2020 e-citation certificate by World Book of Records, London. He has been awarded for his efforts to help the poor people during lockdown caused by COVID-19. Which IIT has developed the e-classroom software named Dikshak? The answer is IIT Kharagpur. Researchers at IIT Kharagpur have developed an e-classroom software Dikshak. With COVID-19 lockdown and social distancing, educational institutions across the world have shifted to electronic mode. Meeting software platforms are being popularly used in online classes, but the users are frequently experiencing challenges with regard to the security issues and, more importantly, the operational requirement of an electronic classroom, which is significantly different from a corporate meeting. What is the capital of Mali? The answer is Bamako. The capital and currency of Mali are Bamako and West African CFA franc respectively. The current head of state of Mali is acting President Colonel Badow since 25th September 2020, appointed in the aftermath of the 2020 Malian coup d'état. Salal Dam is built over which river? The Salal Dam has been built over Chenab River. Salal Dam, also known as Salal Hydroelectric Power Station, is a runoff the river hydropower project on the Chenab River in the Riyasi district of Jammu and Kashmir. It was the first hydropower project built by India in Jammu and Kashmir under the Indus Water Treaty regime. This is the location of Salal project. Who is the present Director General of International Labour Organization? The answer is Mr. Guy Ryder. Mr. Guy Ryder is the present Director General of Geneva-based International Labour Organization, Geneva, Switzerland. That's all for this session, and I would like to remind you all that we have launched a batch on Unacademy for the upcoming CAPF Assistant Commandant examination. In this batch, Dr. Prashant Jagtap along with his team will be conducting session, and on using the code PrashantYT10 you guys can avail a special discount of 10%. And same goes for the IB examination, and the course launched is Mission IB ACIO 2020. Thank you. See you in the next slide. And before we end the session, I would like to tell you all that we'll be uploading the PDF of this PPT in the link in the description of this video. Thank you.